I'm still alive, and I actually wasn't planning on making a video today, but just a few hours ago I was checking through my comments and I received a very interesting question from Logan Dark. He asked me, what is my favorite video on YouTube? Ordinarily I would just reply to this comment, but then as I was thinking about it, I realized this is a bit too complicated of a question for a single reply, and I actually don't even know what my answer would be. So Logan Dark, I'm gonna answer your question in video form, and together we'll all find out what I think the best video on YouTube is. So I think the logical first place to begin is with my favorite YouTubers. I watch a lot of content on YouTube, and I have a few creators that I really like watching. So let's start with who our channel is based off of, the Vlog Brothers, Hank and John Green. My favorite video of theirs is this one, Quadragicon 2015, Who Will Win? This is the only Vlog Brothers video I've ever remade my own version of, and later this week, my brother Nate and I are actually going to do a rematch of our competition from last year. However, I don't think this is my favorite YouTube video ever. The other creator that I watch the most of is Ludwig, and while I like all of his content, I don't think he's ever made one video that really shines above all the rest for me. So if my favorite YouTubers can't get us there, I'm going to turn to my prestigious haul of liked videos. In my entire 5 or so years watching YouTube, I've only liked 57 videos, so it's gotta be one of those. And the most recent video I liked was... okay, this is gonna need some explaining. It was that scene from Monsters vs. Aliens where the president attempts to make first contact by playing Axel F. I've probably watched this video, I don't know, 100 times, and I always can't help but laugh at the sheer amount of confidence the president has. Like, it's so clear when watching that he is 100% sure in his mind that this is brilliant and it's gonna work. But as hilarious as this scene is, it's not a YouTube video. It's a clip from a movie, and I want my favorite YouTube video to actually be a YouTube video. And that's also gonna disqualify some songs from this list for the same reason. But not all songs, and I'll get to that in a second. So of the 57 videos in our list, that eliminates 21. The 2 songs that I didn't disqualify are mainly carried by their visual component, and I also don't think they're meant to be listened to as serious songs. The first one is a cover of David Bowie's Space Oddity by Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield. If you've not seen this video, I highly recommend that you go watch it. I believe it is the only music video ever filmed in space, and I think it's incredible that this astronaut spent his final night on the ISS making this. And you should also watch the other non-disqualified song, Shia LaBeouf Live by Rob Cantor. If you're wondering what's in this one, I don't really know how to explain it. However, I will show a clip from the first few seconds and then like the last few seconds.
You're walking in the woods. There's no one around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him. Shia LaBeouf. You've beaten Shia LaBeouf.
Wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise, there's a gun to your head and death in his eyes, but you can do jujitsu. Body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf.
If that makes no sense to you, go watch the video and you'll be 10 times more confused. So, with the list of 36 videos we have left, I think I know which one is my favorite. However, before we can get there, I want to go over a couple of honorable mentions. To start with, this random clip of a guy pulling off a crazy escape in Sea of Thieves. Not all of these videos have to be masterpieces, they could just be something from a game I find cool. Another honorable mention is the single most entertaining and interesting TED Talk I have ever seen by Tim Urban. No offense, John Green, but this TED Talk on procrastination is genuinely so amazing. And to close out the honorable mentions, I want to go over 2 series that are essentially TV show quality but are free on YouTube. First up is Dimension 20 Fantasy High, an amazing actual play D&D show. I definitely urge you to watch this if you have even the slightest bit of interest in getting into Dungeons & Dragons. I don't think I'd ever played the game when I first watched this, and I loved it. The characters are amazing and the world is just a great setting. And the other series is Jetlag the Game, which just finished its 12th season a few days ago. It's the most amazing travel show I've ever seen, and essentially features 3 people and occasionally another guest traveling around the world and playing games. My personal favorite season is hide and seek across the entirety of the country of Switzerland, but you can start wherever you want. It's pretty easy to jump into, and I'm also Team Adam for life. I love his competitive energy. But my favorite video on all of YouTube, which as I looked at the list, I was honestly pretty surprised by, I rode every Disneyland ride in one day by Alpha Rad. Is my love of Disney rocketing this to the top? Yes, kind of, but this is also just a great video. I definitely don't agree with all his points about the Disney experiences, and the fact that he put Star Tours that low on his tier list is honestly disgusting. However, I've never seen a YouTube video that more effectively captured what it feels like to be running around at Disney all day than this one. My family goes to Disneyland for 2 days once a year, and it's a pretty long drive away from where we live. And we always try to do as much as possible in the short time we're there, from about 8 a.m. when the park opens to midnight when it closes. And I think this video really captured that feeling for me. So there's the answer to your question, Logan Dark. By the way, I'm not going to respond to all questions in video form. This one just really interested me. Thanks for watching this rare bonus video, and stay tuned for the Dodecacon later this week. Nate, I'll see you on Tuesday.